within the day. I think he will go there within the day. The Infracom hearings had resulted in the following: the resignation of members of the PICAB over allegations of unexplained wealth and licenses for sale, the disclosure of 1 billion pesos in cash assets of MG Samidan Construction, one of the 15 largest flood control contractors named by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., the disclosure of the financial statements of all Diskaya-linked firms from 2014 to 2023, which showed the sharp rise of their consolidated revenues during the Duterte administration, and that such massive revenues have been sustained up to the present. The testimonies and evidence linking high-level officials in the executive and legislative to the ghost and substandard flood control projects in Bulacan, all of which are relevant and indispensable to the ongoing and developing Senate Blue Ribbon Committee proceedings. We had also been able to implement transparency measures during the course of the proceedings. Conflict of interest disclosure mandates for participating House members, no interpellation and immediate recusal protocol for House members named in the course of the proceedings. We intend to propose legislation on the following matters: ensuring private sector participation in project inspections, ensuring legitimate civil society participation in project procurement, ensuring proponent identification and public disclosure in each and every program, activity, or project proposed at any and every stage of the budget process, National Expenditure Program, House Appropriations Committee and subcommittees, Senate Finance Committee and subcommittees, and Bicameral Conference Committee. Ensuring a stronger independent commission for infrastructure, particularly the granting of subpoena and contempt powers. The House Infrastructure Committee has full faith in the mandate, integrity, and competence of the Independent Commission for Infrastructure. We trust that through its work, the ICI will be able to ensure transparency, that it will be able to ensure accountability, and most important of all, that it will be able to ensure justice. Maraming salamat po. Questions?
Sir, yung sinabi nyo before that the Infracom can serve as a platform for members of the House to explain their side dun sa accusations na they benefited or they're involved in anomalous flood control projects. What happens now? May natitirang venue pa ba sila? And also, paano na po yung mga napangalanan like Representative Zaldico? What happens now?
Well, the venue for them at this point, no, because we're giving way to the proceedings of the ICI, will be the ICI and all other law enforcement agencies, no, that will be implementing the mandate of the ICI. No? So all the named legislators, including Congressman Zaldico, will have to explain themselves before the Department of Justice, the ICI, the AMLC, among other agencies that are looking into all of the circumstances relating to flood control corruption.
Sir, in one of the hearings of the Infracom, nagsalita po si Representative Copilar after she was named. Meron po bang other members of the House who have communicated with the Infracom or submitted like a document saying hindi ako involved dyan or ito yung involvement ko?
Wala po. Actually, si Congresswoman Copilar po yung, I think, a best example ho natin ng protocol, no? Na no interpellations on yung po nag-akusa. No? At they were only given the opportunity to make a statement, and which he did. No? At yun ho yung pagpapakita natin sa mga kababayan natin na talagang we would want to be as transparent as possible, na talagang wala ho tayong pinagtatakpan na miyembro po ng Kongreso. I think for as long as the ICI is conducting its work, no, doing the work for transparency, accountability, and justice, proceedings of the House Infrastructure Committee will remain suspended.
Kung meron ba kayong ginawang mga recommendations about sa mga incumbent congressmen na natadawit sa maanuman na flood Saldico, Kong Tina Pancho, and Kong Dan Cruz?
Wala pong recommendations relating to named House members kasi nga, syempre, abruptly po suspended, no? Because nagsimula na ho talaga yung trabaho ng ICI, I think as early as half of last week and in full swing na po within the week. And I think ito naman po talaga yung plano eh. Dito po sa as soon as nagsimula na po ang trabaho, lahat po ng mga dokumento, ebidensya sa ICI na po dapat ang punta para we can assure an impartial and full probe on all of the personalities involved, all the projects involved in this controversy po.
Pero with your meeting or consultation with Speaker Boji, may na-mention po ba siya kung how will the House handle this issue with regards to your colleagues na nasasangkot po dito po sa controversial po?
Well, at the moment, may accountability measures na ginagawa. No? So may ethics probe no? na ipapatupad laban kay Congressman Zaldico. Ito po ay sinubmit ni Congressman Toby Chanco. So I think the ethics probe on him will proceed. No? So I think yan po yung mga accountability measures na pwede pong gawin ng House even if the House Infrastructure Committee probe is suspended.
Yung po wala pang ethics complaint na pinakaharap, for example, Congresswoman Pancho and Congressman Dan Cruz.
I think pagka meron pong magfa-file laban sa kanila, the ethics committee is mandated to actually hear the case no, and dispose of the case.
Sir, can you share to us more info po dun sa meeting ni Speaker at ICI? Kasama po ba yung info kung sasamahan po si Speaker?
Si Speaker na po mismo. No? I think para maipakita ho talaga natin sa mga kababayan yung kanyang institutional commitment to work with the ICI, it will be Speaker Boji D himself that will turn over the documents to the ICI today.
Ano po mga documents?
Yung po transcripts no, nung dalawang pagdinig at syempre iba pa hong mga documented evidence na present doon, particularly yung pong mga litrato at mga financial statements na nakal, particularly dito po sa mga Discayas at yung pong mga litrato screenshots na pinakita po ni na Bryce Hernandez at JP Mendoza.
Baka gusto niyo lang mag-comment, sir, doon sa pinapa-freeze po ng DPWH yung assets, air assets, nasa 5 billion daw po yata, na pag-aari ni Zaldico, may Cibis Aviation, lahat. And paano ba pwedeng tumulong, kumbaga, yung Kamara, kumbaga, sa ganito? And what do you think, sir?
Well, malaya po yung DPWH no, to do what it needs to do to get to the bottom of this. No? So, all of the freeze orders relating to actual assets, bank accounts, pwede kong gawin yan ng atin pong Anti-Money Laundering Council through request. No? So, I think it will be the DPWH and the DOJ that will make the corresponding request relating to all the personalities involved in flood control corruption.
How do you think the leadership can help po dito sa usapin po na yung, para makumpel ba rin na umuwi din tong si Zaldico, and yun nga, pagtulong dun sa yung mga visa assets?
Well, there are measures already that is being undertaken by the House leadership. Na una, revoke na po yung travel authority po ni Congressman Ko. Pangalawa, I think there is a timeline no, for him to go home. And secondly, yung pong ethics probe. No? So, kung ano man ho yung maging result, whether it's a suspension or whichever else penalty, so we will have to wait for the ethics committee to dispose of it.
What if hindi pa rin po uwi? Si Zaldico within 10 days?
Well, syempre, the measures po pag ng executive no, to compel him to go back ay pwede ho nilang implement. Assuming na meron pong mga kaso na maisasampa laban sa kanya. So, ibig sabihin, yung pong measures, for example, like extradition and secondly, yung pong iba pang mga treaties relating to yung pong pagpapauwi, I think pwede pong i-implement po ito ng executive.
Sir, I don't want to drive a wedge naman between you and the speaker. Pero last Monday, sabi ni speaker, parang tinanong namin siya kung dapat maihinto na yung Infracom. Sabi niya, sa tingin niya, dapat ihinto na kasi hindi naman din pinaniniwalaan ng mga tao yung nangyayari doon. Sir, do you share the same sentiments? I mean, you're the lead chairperson.
No, I think we have to go back lang po the actual context, no? Nung pagkakabanggit po niya, Speaker D, doon po sa bagay na. Siyempre, like, not just for the Congress proceedings, but also for legislative-driven proceeding. Siyempre, meron ho talaga ng mga pagtingin yung mga tao kung talaga nga bang magiging transparent, no? Kasi siyempre, ang binabanggit, mga kasama ho natin sa Kongreso at Senado, ito pong mga iniimbestigahan dito. So I think that was the context of what the Speaker mentioned, no? But secondly, and to be very clear, yun po, to assuage nga po yung pong concerns, we had implemented yung pong mga conflicts of interest protocols, no? Like yung disclosure mandate, at yung no interpellation po pag named, na yung pong mga legislators po natin. So, tingin ko naman po, that has been, we understand what he meant by his statement po nung nakaraan.
Sir, do you think the Senate should also stop its hearings?
Co-equal po yung Senado at Kongreso sa mga bagay pong ito. So malayo ho sila magdesisyon if they will proceed or not. No? So sila po ang magpapasya bilang Senado.
But do you think, sir, they should still continue it personally?
It's not for me to say.
Sir, was the suspension of the Infracom proceedings an order by the Speaker or a decision of the members of the three committees?
Well, I think even previous to the change in leadership of the House, no, I think yan na po yung mga pinag-uusapan talaga ng mga miyembro ng komite. Kung as soon as mailatag na po itong ICI, dapat na ba tayo mag-suspindi o hindi. So I think we can go back to the records na irrespective of what the Speaker thought of it, the old and the new Speaker thought of it, it was a continuing conversation with the members. And I think the chairs of the three committees had basically agreed na tumatakbo na po yung pong ICI. I think it is best to make a decision that we have to suspend and cooperate na lang po with the ICI.
Naging mainit na debate sa Senado yung kredibilidad ng mga diskaya na tumayong state witness as one of the lead chairpersons po na nakapag-question kay Curly Diskaya. Huling sentimiento, sir, credible ba na maging testigo sila Diskaya?
Well, tinitindigan ko po yung posisyon ni Secretary Remulla na even if we talk about yung pong mga legal requirements para po sa Witness Protection Program, I think very important po talaga yung commitment to return. Yung pong ilan po sa mga kapirahan o pag-aari para magpakita po talaga ng good faith na talaga po makikipagtulungan po tayo rito sa buong usapin po na ito. I think naipakita na ho ito nung ilan sa mga tinitignan po nating mga pwedeng maging state witness, katulad po ni Engineer Bryce Hernandez, nagsoli ng sasakyan. So tingin ko dapat the same requirement can actually be asked of the Diskayas para maipakita ho natin, hindi lang sa ICI, hindi lang ho sa DOJ, kundi sa buong bayan na talagang meron silang sinseridad na talagang magpangalan ng lahat po ng iba pang mga sangkot. And more importantly, yung mas malalaking mga tao sa likod po nito.
Sir, in particular, same gestures, isoli yung luxury cars, particular yung mga nakita ng customs na iwalay pa ron, hindi pa nila nababalik.
I think kasama po yun doon sa mga pwede ho talagang isauli sa gobyerno para magpakita po ng sinseridad sa kanila pong pakikipagtulungan.
Sir, last, were you so for tapped by the ICI or any message of you being personally there?
I think meron pong institutional letter na naipanadala to the Speaker. And I think that is one of the reasons why the Speaker will go there today. No? So, I think we are ready naman kung sino yung ipapatawag. And syempre, kung whoever House member that might be called in, syempre, our hope is that they will coordinate and cooperate with the ICI.
Sir, do you think kailangan na pong mag-inhibit ni Senator Villanueva and Senator Jinggoy sa investigation ng Blue Ribbon Panel ng Senate? Kasi po sila nung actually sila pa yung nag-reveal sa witness.
Siguro sila na ho yung magpasya. Yung inhibition naman po ay personal sa kanila. No? So, sila po yung magpasya kung ano po yung gusto nila pong gawin dito po sa bagay na ito.
Sir, yung kung level ng corruption sa DPWH, do you think it could go up to the highest echelon? The country is buried in a quicksand of flip. So, kasi dahil nga po dun sa corruption na to.
alam po ninyo, ang bayan ay nakaantabay. Kung ano po yung unraveling po ng mga kwento. Kasi ang totoo naman ho, nung nagsisimula naman po ang lahat ng mga pagdinig, hindi ho natin inasahan na abot tayo sa araw po na ito. Di ba? So, I think as we go along the days and the weeks na meron pong mga pagdinig na ginagawa, I think magtutuloy-tuloy naman po yung pong mga unraveling din po ng mga iba pang mga personalidad. So, we have faith on all of the investigative bodies that are doing it. So, hopefully, we can get to the bottom of all of this. Okay, maraming salamat. Magandang hapon.